same way with the older kids. It's some of the older kids, they know that when we do certain drills, it's some guys that's lights out when they do it.
Right.
There's some young ladies.
There's some things like that I'm just not doing.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to do it.
and at the end of the day, like I say, I design your workout to catch you up to be able to do it. You know,
because some things are just harder for other people to do.
Oh yeah.
So people's levels are different. So I need people to understand. Krista might be able to do this, but CJ might not be able to, or vice versa. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be. You're just not there yet. And so what we should not do is compare ourselves to someone else.
That's it. Take it. Like I say, you got to take your pride out. Right. You got to take your pride out of working out. Don't look over across the room and be like, you know what? I want to be there. I ain't there yet. They there. I'm leaving. Nah. Stay in there.
Because you'll never get there. Yeah, if that's the case.
Don't pay attention to paying attention to you.
Don't pay attention to who's paying attention to you.
You pay attention to what you got to pay attention to, and those are the results that you're looking for.
Right. I like that. Yeah, I like that. So are you open to doing groups of like ladies?
Oh yeah.
You know, like on a Saturday morning or whatever.
I actually, you know, I'm talking more about myself, but I actually work with a women's professional basketball team, Carolina Upstate Thunder. We just started up the program. It's a first year program. I work with them. I have some ladies on 7:30 in the morning on Monday and Wednesdays, and I have some of them come to me at 5:30, and then on Saturday mornings, all of them come work out together. Okay. These are, and that was to be honest with you, no one have ever heard me say it. I'm saying it on tape. I was nervous about it because these ladies have come from some of the same work that I've been a part of.
Right.
They college athletes.
Right.
So they've been trained by some real good trainers.
Right.
You have different girls that play. You have girls that play on different division levels. Some play Division 1A, 1AA, 2A. If people don't know, those are like your North Carolinas, the Division 1As, and then the Division 1AAs are like your Winthrops. So it's like these young ladies are out. They know what they're doing.
Right.
So like when they ask a question, I better be on my P's and Q's
to know the answer.
because they want to answer. But it's fun. It's fun. So I'm be honest, I'm an open book. Okay. I'm an open book. I am a busy person. I do have a young kid. Okay. And another one on the way. That'll be here in about 6 or 7 weeks. And be celebrating the other one's birthday in 5 weeks.
Oh, bless.
So I try to take whatever God gives me.
Right.
And if it's a group of ladies, I've worked out a group of ladies.
Right.
They have kids as well. So sometimes, like I say, they got on a marathon that they could get on at a point in time. They enjoyed it. Right. They had to pull the foot off their gas and get back to their responsibilities. Right. But I will be working back out with them. So group of ladies, group of men, it don't matter. Right. All I ask is, I don't care how old you is, just bring the right attitude and positive energy. Positive energy, I mean,
well, it's kind of hard to work out with a bad attitude.
Yeah, you can.
And I can have, well, we're not going to talk about that. But it's hard to work out with, because working out, though, for me, gives you a whole, it's like,
oh yeah.
You know, the stress off of you.
Something sit right there around your throat.
And then it just kind of is gone. Yeah, so working out just kind of is I get up every morning to ride my Peloton at 4:30 before I go to work.
So that's
and I realized I didn't do it a couple of days because I was like, man, I'm tired. I ain't working out today. And I got to work with those kids and I was like, I'm dragging. My body had gotten used to it. And so now I work out every morning, 4:30, simply because that's what's for me. And I think that's what our listeners need to do. Know, what do you want? Are you willing to work for it? And if you're willing to work for it, how hard are you willing to work to get it?
Exactly.
And so once you do that and they come to you, be true to yourself and honest. Because honestly, if we want to lose weight, it didn't take me 2 weeks to become who I am. No. It took me years to get to where I'm at. So realistically, I may see results in a month, but in order to get to where I truly want to be, that may take you 6 months to a year to 2 years of dedicated working out, that 20% of working out, that 80% of eating, talking to your trainer, being honest with your trainer, and showing up. Because half the battle is showing up.
It's it. It really is. And honestly, I can tell a person now, I grew up an athlete, like straight up athlete. I wasn't, you know, when I was young, even in my teenage years, when people, and still in my early 20s, people like, what, you an athlete?
But that's intimidating.
Yeah,
you're intimidating to someone who, I played basketball in my backyard with my daddy.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up an athlete. A basket, what? A foot, what? No.
And that's what I was about to do.
So it's very intimidating for someone to come to you and say, Tank, yeah, I need to lose. I need to do this. I mean, that's hard. And that is that pride. I get it, but it's also the insecurities that we bring along with that, that you have to kind of just chip away at slowly. And I think that's the biggest thing for maybe some of us females. We weren't raised like that. We played in the backyard. We may have played and jumped rope some, but hardcore, no. We did not do that. Before the pandemic started, I lived at Planet Fitness.
Oh yeah.
That was my thing.
Oh yeah.
I've been one time, maybe twice. I can't do it. In my mind, I can't go back into Planet Fitness because of germs. I can't do it.
I tell you the truth, Planet Fitness, I think it's a nice gym. You got a lot to offer. My wife went to Planet Fitness. I went to a different gym. At the time, this is where I was saying I grew up an athlete. At the time, I had started on my journey as a trainer. So it's just like that person going to a trainer to find out exactly what they want. I'm now going into my journey as a trainer, and I went to Planet Fitness, and the first time I was like, I can't do this. It just wasn't the atmosphere
for you.
Yeah, like I needed something more.
But for me, it was safe.
Yeah,
it's safe because I can learn those machines. I can look at the pictures and figure out what part I need to work out. Because honestly, I don't know what exercise is going to work. This little wing part right here. I don't know. But if I look at that machine, then I can figure it out.
Yeah,
but then now I know, I can go find a trainer.
Oh, yeah.
And that trainer, but this is the thing too. Cost. People want to say trainers are expensive. So, first of all, you get what you pay for.
No. I'm gonna answer that. Go ahead.
Maybe not. We gonna find out. But so, what about cost? Explain your cost and how that's determined.
For me, it's everything $20. If you're working out individually, it's $20. If it's with a group, it's $20. You made a statement where, and I believe it is true, but this is where it kind of messes some people up when I say this. I know I could be training more than charging more than what I charge. But my philosophy is undercharging over service.
Okay.
Like $20, that's not a lot of money to a lot of people, but it is to a lot of people. Some to a lot of families, because you may be a family who have 5 kids,
right?
And you have 2 kids you want to get into training,
right?
But it's a trainer down the road and maybe charging $50. That's $100 for 2 kids. Right. But I'm charging $20. Right. And a lot of the times that you run into, even with adults, it's a trainer down the street. They know they can work for them, charge $50. They get into that cost situation, but it's a trainer down the street and it's charged $20. Well, based on statements, you get what you pay for. You know, if you buy something that's $1 and you buy something for $5, it's the same product. That $5 product probably gonna last a little longer based on what's been put into it. But it's not the same with me with training.
Okay.
Like, I try to over-service. Like, that's why I talk about the mental, building the rapport. You can pay for a $50 training session, but you may not get everything that you need. Train. Because like I say, training is a lot of the mental.
Right.
So I may give you a $20 session, but it may be focused on mental. But you are training, but I'm focusing on mental with you that day.
Right.
Or if you're an athlete, the next session we may be focusing on speed and strength. And the next one we may be focusing on agility and quickness.
Right.
But at the same time, what I put into it, I know that it could be more. I have tons and tons and tons of parents. I want to pay you more. No.
Right.
I want you to be able to pay me for my time, but I want you to be able to come back.
Right.
I don't want to have $50. You want to get trained $2 2 days a week.
Right.
It's 4 days 4 weeks in a month. You do the math.
Right. Yeah.
So and that's hard to make somebody commit to.
Right.
And at the same time, so it's not a commitment. You get in touch with me. We line it up.
Right.
We build rapport first.
Right.
Because the conversation gonna let me know right then whether you're gonna be ready to start in a week,
right,
tomorrow, or 4 weeks from now. And then we'll look at the calendar date. and we'll stay in touch over time, and the price won't change. The price will stay the same. You'll know exactly what you're getting yourself into financially. It ain't like a gym membership where you signing
no contracts.
Just come in. Like I say, you come as you are. You come as you are, but be dedicated to what you want to do.
Right.
Because it's hard for me to over service you, more than $20 with my work ethic. If you're gonna come in and give me, I'm just paying for something $20 attitude.
So be committed.
Be committed. Be committed. Don't look at prices. And that's another thing. That's not to underthrow the guy that's charging $50 to $60 an hour. But go be committed to what you can be committed to.
Right.
And I'm able to commit to charging somebody $20.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm committed to.
Right.
I know that I can charge more, but I'm committed to charging $20. Some days, is it painful to take $20 when you know you can take more? Yeah, but my commitment was to make sure that you undercharge people so they can keep coming back. Not for your benefit financially, but for their sake of their health.
Right. And
for you to be able to help them.
So you're on a mission to make people healthier, and not necessarily to get rich off of them. And of course, you want them to keep coming back. And so that's the ultimate goal.
I think honestly, this is just my spiritual thought. From what I get back from the universe, you get what you give. If I'm giving somebody something way more value than what the dollar amount is, I'm gonna receive times 10 in return, and I have. It ain't, like I said, it's never about the dollar with me. It's about the commitment. It's about the fun. I enjoy it. This is like not just a business. This is my hobby. Right. And that's why I still work.
Let me ask you another question. So in the summertime, because it's hot, and it's just spring, y'all, and it's hot.
It's 90 degrees now. It's 90 degrees right now.
Hallelujah. So, we work outside?
I have a facility.
Look at God. He said it's on the inside.
It's funny because, a lot of people that's closer to me, they see the facility, they think it's on like Main Street or, in some like area where it's other buildings. No, it's in my backyard. Like I said, I started on my training.
It has a cover?
Yeah.
So if it's raining, because I use rain as an excuse, man. I can't work out today, it's raining.
and that was my thing. Like I said, I started on the journey, and this is where I think you asked a question a while back when I was like, I grew up an athlete, and like, what do you kind of help? How you help somebody get into something? Well, I went through the storm. Like when I first started training, it was in the park to park. I may be training at one park, but my next person needs to train maybe from another town, and I gotta drive over to the other town to go to the park, meet them at the park. And some days it would rain, and I got a calendar, and I got people scheduled. Now if it rain, I got to cancel because I don't want to risk injuring nobody. Or if it's 95, 96 degrees outside with a heat index and to match the same temperature.
Or air quality, we can't breathe.
No air quality, so I don't even know where it came from. I looked out of my yard one day. I said, it's enough room right there to put a workout facility.
Cool.
And we were, just talking, me and my wife, and like it would never go away. I kept seeing the same vision. So I kept going to the park, and this is where that $20 come in, and I'm like, it ain't no way I'm gonna be able to keep doing this for $20 and stop like the cancellations and stop the it's high and all of this. I'm gonna have to get a facility. So I went back, I drew up a plan, right? Put it all on paper, put a new price on my paper, had these programs set up, you pay $150 to get this, that, and I'm like, get what you did earlier, ripped it up, threw it to the side, this ain't me. I prayed. Prayed. I mean, I prayed more than I thought sometimes, I didn't even know I was praying sometimes. But it was never a prayer for me. It was prayer to be able to do what I'm doing now. And I got a facility installed in my yard November, right before Thanksgiving. No, it was I made the decision to sign a contract to get the facility installed in my yard in November. And it was right before Christmas. And last year, I mean, just like any other person, I went through a lot of mental battles. I mean, I had a lot of things come my way that I didn't expect. So quitting was an option. I actually had got to that financial goal that I felt like I needed to get to where I wanted with the facility, and I wanted to quit.
Wow.
And I mean, it's just based on everything that was going on around me. And I had already LLC myself, like October, and at the end of the day, I made the investment. Facility got there, of course. You know, when you got a big vision and you got a big picture in your head, you don't think about once it started getting put together that, you know, this gotta happen. So stuff started coming up.
Right.
Quitting was still right there, and the facility is right there. And I'm like, dang, I'm already at the finish line.
Right.
I'm ready to quit. And I just kept my head down. I stayed invested into it. I probably put more time in it than I put money. My wife would be a
Did you witness to that?
witness to that. It was some nights I stayed out, you know, and like I said, I work full time. I'd have to be up and be on the clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock some mornings, and I would stay up 2, 3 o'clock at night. Wouldn't let it affect my work performance. And I just, like my wife would tell you, I just kind of go into a tunnel vision sometimes.
Dedication, discipline.
And I don't think about me at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I just kept thinking about the cancellations. Oh, I gotta cancel with you this week. Or I can't come out, coach. It's too high. It's too raining. And but we all had goals.
Right.
I had goals as a trainer. They had goals as athletes. I had, you know, adults that I was training at the time that had goals. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a leap out on faith. And man, I couldn't lie to you. What I got is way more than what I asked out for. And like I say, I think it's just the way I decided to service people and carry myself through what I'm doing.
It appears to me you're servicing people with your heart.
That's it.
You seem genuine.
That's it, man.
To
That's
me,
it.
and that'll get you more value and more bang for your buck when you're genuine.
That's why I said you gotta put your pride to the side.
Right.
Because you gotta put your heart into it. It ain't nothing. It was funny when you said I was wanting to see exactly what you were gonna say when you said my name. And you see me walk down the hall because I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8", 185 pounds.
Is that him?
I'm not a tank by a long shot. You thinking of Tank walking down the hall, you thinking of somebody big. But, you know, I think Tank comes from my heart, you know. I always put my heart in everything.
The size of your heart.
Yeah,
not
I try
the
to
size
put
of your body.
Even like I put my heart in my relationships, you know, and you got to put your pride to the side when you do that because your heart can be broken.
Yeah.
And that's where your heart get broke at. But don't take that out of what you do.
But working out is personal, but you gotta leave those feelings outside on the doorstep. We're not trying to be.
Don't bring in what you went through with Miss
all of that stuff, right? So whatever I went through teaching, we're gonna leave that outside of the schoolyard. Whatever you went through at work, we're leaving that out there. You come in to release and to find yourself when you're working out. Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that people need to understand is you can find your better you by investing within you. And so $20, I'm sure you're worth the investment. I mean, this meant $20.
Yeah.
If I had $20,
and then too,
let me go find my $20.
And then and then as well, like, I try to, you know, invest right back into it. You know? I'm trying to, like, I just did a, you know, questionnaire with all the people that I train. Is there anything that you don't see that you would like to have?
Right.
You know, you paying me your money. I know it ain't, like I say, when you get that type of question from someone who's running a facility, that's because they're making bank.
Right.
I'm not getting rich, but I'm reinvesting into people. You know who I'm seeing get rich? Their souls, their spirit, their health,
getting healthy,
their smile,
day by day.
You know, like I told my wife, this is my philosophy: rich spirit. Mm-hmm. Rich spirit. It ain't about the dollar. It ain't about the dollar amount that's in your bank account.
Right.
It's about making your spirit rich and making somebody else's spirit rich.
Right.
And like I say, you got to put your heart into certain things if you want to have, you know, a rich spirit.
Right.
You know, if you look at your body and you had to put it on the dollar amount, you can tell if you worth this or you worth that.
Right.
But if you're looking at it from the dollar amount perspective, you'll never be worth anything because there's never enough money to make anybody happy.
No, it's never enough money to make you happy because once you reach that amount, you're gonna need something else.
So rich spirit.
Rich spirit. I like that.
Rich spirit.
That's
I always step forward with that rich spirit. You know. I actually seen a quote the other day. I don't know exactly what the amount was, but it was the same amount of money in your bank account. It's the same amount of seconds you get in your day. And they said it was an NFL player who said that it was like if someone took $10 out of that that bank account. So just imagine how many seconds is in a day. It's probably a trillion or millions of seconds in a day. And he was like, so just imagine that being in your bank account. Somebody take $10 out your bank account, or you're gonna be mad because you got all that money. So why would you let what you may go through for 10 seconds or 10 minutes of the day ruin what you're looking forward to, how you're going to your day? Because a lot of people don't work out until they get off of work. You know, like you say, you work out and get on your bike in the morning, but you know that it helps you have a more positive day.
Right.
So like I say, working out also, in my opinion, gives you a richer.
And well, honestly, to be transparent, working out for me was a way to get off of Prozac.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, you have to find a balance within yourself.
Oh yeah.
I was taking medication because people were getting on my nerves, quite honestly. Like, I was just like, this person here, this person there. And I'm too cheap to drink. So I'm too cheap to buy a pill to swallow every day that could be doing more harm than good. Maybe not, maybe it is. I don't know. That's just my view. But working out is something I have time to do. So for me, working out is an investment in myself. Now, if I get that eating right, it would be good. But the working out part is just a release of all of that stress. Because we hold it in our bodies and not even realize it. Like, I don't know if y'all see me keep adjusting my posture because I know I keep my stress in my shoulders. And you're supposed to have them back and down. And
I'm a communication major, and I'm telling you, I'm probably conducting this interview way different than what I was taught. But I speak with my hands, as you can see. I'm all over the place because I'm full of energy all the time. But yeah,
you got to take care of yourself.
You got to.
And if you don't, you may leave somebody here in this world wondering why did they leave so early. We have to take care of our bodies. We only have one. And here is one example of a young man that's willing to give back to the community for $20 to help us find our better selves, because there's always room for improvement, no matter who we are, whether it's with education or exercise. We can improve our bodies. And it's a mental.
It's mental.
It's mental first.
It's mental. It's mental first.
You have to decide.
Yeah,
you have to decide. This is what I'm going to do. For me, it's a release because I can't kill anybody. I look good in orange, but I don't want to wear orange. And so we're not going to the orange suit. So we are working out. And with that, I am impressed. I want to thank you for coming in and talking with us today. I've learned a lot. Hopefully our listeners have learned a lot. How can they get in touch with you?
Through Facebook. It's just Tank Hawthorne. You can go on Instagram, Tank Hawthorne. I ain't gonna give you my address because that's what my building is at my home. But you can get my cell phone number. It's 864-910-6596. And hey, if you got friends that know me, get in contact with them to get in contact with me. Just, those are the ways that you can get in contact with me though. And I'm quick to respond as quick as possible. Like I said, I got a son. When he get my time, he got it. So I try to respond as quick as possible. Same for my wife. I give her my time as much as I can give it, but she'll tell you too. Yeah, if I can respond right away, I respond right away. Okay. And I also heard her say earlier about why you started working out. Mental health is a big thing nowadays that people are scared to talk about and need to be talked about more.
Right.
And to be honest with you, like I said, I grew up an athlete. And in order for me to get over being an athlete, I started working out and more. I work out more than I did when I was an athlete. I take better care of myself more than I did when I was an athlete. I actually eat better. I would be an athlete that looked good, but I wasn't eating the best.
Right.
But I did all this stuff to help my mental.
Right.
I helped my mental, and at the end of the day, I always had a lot of knowledge of like what to do and how to do it, because I always paid attention to coaches and, like I say, in the classroom, because it was the field that I was studying in, and communications was my major. And I tell people to this day, use exercise in more than one way. It ain't just to lose weight.
Right.
It can help you with your mental. It can help you with so many different things. It helps you help other people. So don't just look at it.
It help you from hurting other people. So it would definitely help you with that
don't
aspect.
just look at it, to get that summer body as we all do and all want. look at it to, if you got mental health issues or, stress issues or doubt issues, you can start by looking in the mirror and starting with yourself.
Right.
And just, you can look on YouTube.
But you will feel sore.
Yeah,
that comes with it. Yeah. But the output from your input is way greater than the soreness you'll ever feel. Yeah. It's unexplained. You can't explain it. Yeah. You just have to experience it as far as how you feel after a workout. You have to experience that for yourself. My son said, "Mom, how long do you ride on that bike?" And I'll do an hour ride or a 45-minute ride. But in the middle of it, it's like I can't do it. I'm done. And then you got to get this mind over matter. I can get this done. I've done 30 minutes. I can do the extra 15. I can do the extra 30. And then before you know it, you're at the other end of it. It's the same thing with working out with you. Mm-hmm. Now, I say all of this to say you're going to complain about it. Truly. That's a part of working out. The complaints come. I'm very comical working out. That's how I work my way through it. You have to figure out how you can work your way through it by doing what your trainer says. But you've got to have that good relationship, because I might say something crazy. Not to offend, I'm just trying to get my way through this workout. So figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
Call this man, get on his plan, work out, run this marathon, get in shape, live your best life. I had someone tell me this morning, I had to go to the doctor, and she said, she looked at my chart. And she looked at me, and she looked at the chart again, and she said, "We need you to upload another picture, because this picture here does not look like you." She said, "It looks like you've aged backwards." And I said, "Oh, thank you." And just boosted my little ego up, and I went on my chart, and I found a new picture, and I hit send.
Rich spirit.
That spirit, honey. But that came from working out. And so you're going to get more benefits than just a body. That's the first thing that we talk about. I think that's the first thing I mentioned. Mm-hmm. But quite honestly, and Tank has told us, it's much more than that. It's the mental, it's the physical, it's the inner balance that we receive just from simply investing in ourselves. And so I want to thank you. I appreciate what you're doing, and the fact that you're using your spirit to give back, and you're helping young adults, young children, and adults find their happy place, wherever that may be. Because my happy place may not be your happy place. We have to figure that out.
We meet each other halfway, though.
Right.
I might wait from you for my half.
Right.
Yours.
But we're going to get to where we need to be.
Yeah, right. We got to get to where we got to go, though.
So wherever I'm going to get, that's where I'm going to get. Tank going to get to his, and you're going to get to your level with his help. So reach out to him and get your training on. 2021, we got these summer bodies coming. Beaches are opening back up. Still, get vaccinated, have your mask on, take care of yourself, so that you can have these bodies, because ain't nothing like a cute body in a casket when you're not taking care of yourself. So, with that being said, Tank, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
I will be seeing you. Hopefully, we'll have you on again with Conversations with Crystal.
I love you.
And maybe we'll have some results. We'll see about that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.